Hello and welcome to What's Wrong with This DJ Setup Volume 3. Today's victim is, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Twan Venix. If I completely butchered your name, I apologize. He was wondering, am I late in the game here? Did I get my picture on time? Yes. And here's his setup. And it's beautiful. But there's some stuff I want to talk about here. I did look at some of Twan's pictures and notice he doesn't always set it up exactly like this, but in this particular picture he's submitted, there's something really important I want to talk about because I've seen a couple other pictures like this. But before we get into that, thank you all for tuning in. If you're tuning in and checking me out for the first time, I'm Brian. This is my channel. I've been around since the early days of YouTube doing videos for DJs. I would really appreciate a like, a subscription, a comment, anything you've got for me. I would appreciate it. I'm here to help. So, now that that's out of the way, if you've watched some of these videos, the first and second one, you'll notice a trend. I'm not grading people on aesthetics. I can barely say the word. Stroke brain. I screw words up sometimes. I'm not talking about your cable management or anything like that, or, oh, I can see your feet, or none of that. I'm more concerned with function than I am form. If you look in the comment sections, not necessarily here on YouTube, but other places on social media under these videos, most people are commenting on the aesthetics of things. And I understand that it's important to have something look nice. But I think it's more important to have them function well, to have them working as well as they can. The way I do things, whether I'm building a DJ system or I'm building a car, I want it to function well before it looks right. That's more important to me that it functions well. After it's functioning well, yeah, we can make some tweaks to make it look a little more appealing, but let's get the function right first. And as far as, what it looks like, any critique on that, there's plenty of that. I mean, that's all a matter of opinion. And I'm going to try not to give my opinion too much on that. I'll let you know if I like something. But I'm not going to beat anybody up. This is not about that. In fact, the title here, What's Wrong with This DJ Setup, sounds kind of aggressive and mean, but if you watch the videos, you'll know that it's all about helping. It's not about beating anybody up. And if you would like to see one of your pictures of your rigs in one of these videos, go to my personal Facebook page and look for the thread, What's Wrong with This Picture. Now, right now, this video is going up, I guess, on the 25th of July, 2022. So, who knows where that thread's going to be a year from now. But right now, if you go to my personal Facebook page and you refresh the page, if need be, you'll see that a couple days old, and you can go ahead and submit your picture there. We'll do it like that for now. And I'm selecting pictures where I feel like that I can offer some help. So, the other thing is, usually I will completely screw up the scientific explanation as to why these things work or don't work. There will be plenty of people to give you a more scientific explanation in the comments section, as I've noticed in my last couple of videos. And that's okay. I don't know if they're right or wrong. I have no idea. I know enough to be dangerous and to help. So with that, let's have a look at Twan's setup. First of all, it's beautiful. It's so pretty. Look at that rack he's got, or that rolling booth he has, I guess. You can tell that he can just close that all up and roll it into his vehicle. A lot of people like that. And it's got a video screen on it. It's nice, curved, beautiful. He's got, I don't know what you call them. I called them glow totems when I came up with the idea 10 years ago. But I don't know what they call them now. And yeah, I say I came up with the idea, and some people might say, really? Yeah, go back on my YouTube channel. That was kind of my thing. And do I see any residuals off of any of this? No, of course not. But I regress. Look at his lighting. He's using moving heads, and it doesn't look like anybody's getting hit in the face with any of his lights. I like that. We've talked about this before. When there's bright lights hitting people right in the eyes, that's uncomfortable. But he's got them shooting up. He's got lights on the back wall. Even the stuff on the tree is shooting more of a straight down thing. I don't think anybody's getting hit right in the face. That's a good thing. He's got his trusses warmed, 2 subwoofers and 2 tops. It's pretty. I mean, I don't think anybody would be ashamed to show up with this setup at an event. I do have one thing that I see that's concerning. And I've seen this in a few pictures. And before we get into that, let's go back to Bill's picture from yesterday. Remember we talked about his top sitting on top of those subwoofers and how the horn is producing the high frequency. And then with the 3-way system crossed over, the woofer should be producing like a mid-bass frequency. Those frequencies don't travel through things very well, like people, for instance, who are dancing on a dance floor. We talked about that. But there's something else that's concerning in this picture that I didn't mention. And that is, when people are seated near this system, I believe those horns are kind of at ear level. And horns are designed to be long throw. Like, they're not for near field listening. They're for, long throws. Projecting sound way out. If somebody's getting hit in the ear with a horn, that's going to be painful. And I'm kind of seeing that in this picture right here, where Twan has the tops so low that I feel like he's hitting dancers right in the ear with those horns. And that could be painful, cause tinnitus, just be incredibly uncomfortable. Not to mention, the sound won't be traveling any further into the room. That's not what you want. You want those, like I had said in Bill's video, up in the air above the tallest person in the room's head. Now, how are you going to know who the tallest person in the room is? You don't. But if you've got a speaker stand, if you're using a speaker stand, if you have it at a full stance and you have a speaker on top of it, the bottom of that speaker is about 6 feet in the air. I haven't measured it, but I'm about 6 feet tall, and if I stand next to that, it like hits me like right here. So it's about 6 feet tall. Maybe not quite, but about 6 feet in the air is where the bottom of that speaker is. The horn is probably at least a good foot above that, which puts the horn at 7 feet in the air. And unless you're doing a party for the NBA, I mean, you're not really hitting anybody directly in the ear with the horn. Other than that, I love it. I think it's really nice. It's a good looking setup. And that's the only criticism I have in this picture. And I'm picking pictures where I feel like I can help somebody out. Where I feel like I, might be able to give you a little bit of a tip on how to improve what you have there already. And that's the only thing that I see here that I think I might change, is just get those speakers we'll get them up in the air. Like I said, about 6 feet. Should be where the bottom of your speaker is. Which puts your horn about 7 feet up. And for those of you using the metric system, I don't know, do the math. That's it, guys. I hope you like this series. I'm enjoying doing it. They're pretty easy to do. I turn the camera on. I can kind of see the picture. It's on my monitor over there. I can talk about it and then go back and put stuff here or there or wherever in post-production. But anyway, again, submit your pictures if you want to see me, have a look at your system. Never be ashamed. If there's something you don't know, never be ashamed or feel embarrassed if I'm pointing something out that you didn't know about. We're here to help each other. We're here to learn, and I'm learning too. So I'm always learning. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I'm 51. I started when I was 13, and I'm still learning stuff. So you're never done learning. You can never know it all. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.